Play that pod music.
Recording in progress.
What was that?
I forgot to click record.
Yeah, which is why I reacted like that.
Alright, do it again.
But we're
Hello, everyone. Okay, we'll start. We can edit that in post. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's GQ HQPQ. This week is going to be super chill. No fun intro. Straight to the point. This week is me, Scott,
hello.
and Kirsty.
Hi.
Really thought you were just going to keep talking.
You're giving yourself more and more to do in post,
I know,
Scott.
I know.
More and more to do.
That's all right. As long as we don't swear, it should be fine.
That's fine. Yeah, welcome. Come on in, everyone. We've got 5 questions to go through, some things to discuss, chit-chat to be had for fans of the league, not the TV show. The league is over. We're going to move on to the second league soon. So tonight's all for fun. There's no standing points. This could be your week to claim a friendly victory, but we're all in this together this week, so give out your praise, your good thoughts, your sentiments to each other, and we'll have a fun old afternoon recording, and you'll have a fun old time listening wherever you are in the world.
Like a pre-season warm-up.
It is a pre-season warm-up. Are we all warm?
Go Wildcats.
Hands in.
Are we all warm?
Yep. Not yet.
I'm quite sweaty, actually.
That's a different question.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Is it warm? How warm is it there in Glasgow?
I don't know. I could check for
Just
you.
a sweatable temperature.
I just think I'm a sweaty person.
It's warm and cloudy. 17 degrees in Glasgow right now. It's
Yeah, muggy, you know?
33 degrees in London
It's the humidity that gets you.
today.
Yeah.
32 degrees in London today,
Jesus, that's insane.
which is, yeah, it's pretty warm. But it's been the same here. It's been high teens, but quite cloudy, quite muggy, and a lot of the week has been just filled with pollen. Just high pollen warning.
I bet there's high teens.
Hey.
Anyway,
Stay in school, kids.
so yes, Goose isn't here this week. We've sent him away to study because he didn't win last time, so he's cracked it. No, he hasn't. He's away playing golf. So we're going to not talk about golf and have just a sort of an in-between week before the big league kickoff next Friday. Very excited.
Yes. Yep. We might need some help for phrasing.
Phrasing. Yes.
for how to condense complicated issues into sound bites and things that can be explained to people.
Yes, I tried to explain it to Louis and Kirsty just before, and they know how the game works.
Yeah. Well, I think I may be a biased audience because I had to zone out when you start talking like
Yeah.
that.
Simple to play.
I just
Yeah.
don't listen to you when you talk, Scott. Sorry.
I know what he's saying, and I know what he's trying to get to.
I see your mouth moving.
But there was a pigeon outside.
It's
and
just
I was-
white noise. Yeah. If there's literally anything else to look at, then. But that's fine. So we've still got the percentage game today. We've still got the 5 questions. We've still got lots of things to talk about, but it's just on a very much more casual level.
Yeah, the prediction's there for another minute or so if you want to predict who's going to win. So far, Scott is the favourite, then Kirsty, and then...
You know, going by track record, I think the audience should actually be...
I don't know. I mean, Scott is the reigning
Scott, you were
champion.
doing pretty well, weren't you, actually?
Yeah,
Yeah.
came first in the whole entire league.
Yeah, he did.
That's true. That's true. I take it back.
That's, yeah. No, I wouldn't say a sound investment, but I'll do my
Yeah.
best for you, people.
You're a dark flamingo and underestimated. Sort of coming from, I don't know, sneaking around the...
From underground, where flamingos live.
I've really mixed my metaphors here. I'm going to drop it.
Stick your head back in the sand. Nope, that's not a flamingo either.
It's the bird that's tall.
You're on one unsure foot. But has everyone had a good week, Louis?
Yeah.
Fresh lid.
Yep, got a haircut.
Nice. You gonna take your headphones off so we can see it?
Yeah, it's not very headphone friendly because the only part that got cut is under the headphones.
Fair enough. Looks swish. Kirsty, how's your week? How's your hair? How's your week?
My hair is grown out from when it was cut, so I need to cut again. Other than that, yeah, pretty okay.
Just sweaty.
Yeah, sweaty. My garden's being eaten alive, but you know we're doing it. We're out here.
Well, we can get to that later.
Sort out one of those things.
I've been looking up advice on gardening. I haven't, but between now and then I will.
Wow. Dallas.
Yeah, I saw that. That's absolutely mad.
39 degrees there next Thursday, Friday.
Oh my god! How do you? Is it a dry heat, Dallas?
Humidity 28%.
Okay.
If that means anything to you.
Well, I don't know. I know it sits pretty high in Scotland most of the time, so
Is it better to
I
have
would say that's fairly dry.
dry heat, right?
I think it depends on your preference.
Yeah.
Do people prefer?
The humidity here right now, 69%.
Nice.
Nice.
So it's a lot more humid
Moist.
here.
Good moist.
It is. This is a very moist area we're in just now.
I think isn't it the argument that like I was gonna say moist heat, damp heat is harder in terms of things like if you have lung problems or if you're. Or maybe that's not true. Maybe it's the other way around.
Moist heat
Better for asthma.
is
Canned heat is Jamiroquai.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why they say asthmatics should swim because of the moist air around the water surface.
You take like steam, breathing steam.
Sweat on the skin does not evaporate efficiently
So you just feel swampy.
on humid days, so more of the heat remains trapped within your body. Thus, humid heat is more dangerous than dry heat. Heat sickness comes in the form of heat stress and heat stroke.
There we go.
But don't you get cooler when your sweat stays on your skin? This is not where I thought this conversation was going, by the way.
It says the opposite. It says sweat in the skin does not evaporate.
Isn't the whole point of the cooling system with sweat that it evaporates?
Right,
so
yes, it is, of course. Yeah, no, you're right.
Humid
I mean,
air.
none of us are doctors. So.
Not yet.
Humid air
Sweat
is
doctors.
better for your sinuses than dry air. This is what Scott was saying.
There we go. Which is why
Aside
people
from
get
bloody
humidifiers.
noses.
As long as you're not sweating.
Yeah. You have to make a choice. So
what if you have both as a problem?
Do you want good insides
Just
or
asking
good
for a
outsides?
friend.
yeah. Humid air is better for than dry air for your health, but humid heat is more dangerous than dry heat.
All right. Do you get humid cold? Do you get wet cold?
Scotland.
Genuine
you live
question.
in Scotland.
You get wet cold.
Do you get wet cold? You live in Scotland.
But versus dry cold,
Yeah, well, dry cold would be somewhere where they don't get any rain, surely.
Yeah.
So
Alaska. That seems like a dry cold place.
Yeah.
or like a lot of
The Sahara
like,
at
listen,
night
you get like a lot of static shocks and stuff in winter from places that are dry air, don't you? I feel.
Do you? I can't think of anywhere that I've been that's dry and cold.
Winter static.
Cold, dry places. Google that.
Cold, dry.
Static
It was pretty
shocks.
cold when I was
Damn.
in Chicago in like
Static
also
shock.
dry?
March time, and it was dry.
Static shock is more likely to happen in colder or drier climates because this type of air lacks the moisture needed for static electricity to find balance. Warm
Who's a
air,
scientist? No.
on the other hand, holds more moisture, which is why static shock is a lot less common during the summer.
All right.
I need to write this down. So we want dry, wet heat. We want dry heat.
You can't have dry, wet heat. You can have one or the other. Dry heat, cold, wet. Wet, cold.
Yeah, is that the slogan
Dry
from
and
High School Musical?
I think so. Can you do another intro just purely based on what we just talked about? We're going to talk about sweat. We're an
We've not even
educational
discussed.
podcast.
This is internal, external, sweats, static electricity. Right. So you're going to be fine. You're going to be totally safe from static electricity, Russ. Don't worry about it.
Great.
Don't worry about it. Oh, look who it is. Rolling into town. Goose.
In
I think I can't read the
chat
writing.
on Twitch. Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad we discussed that.
I get static shock every time I touch a hand. Oh, the static is more interesting than the golf. Every time you touch the handrail in Asda.
Special.
Maybe the air in Asda is really dry.
Do you just shuffle your feet?
Wet, cold.
When you go
just
by the
wear
hand.
socks over the welcome mat.
Those fuzzy socks. Slipper socks in Asda.
Have you ever taken like a jumper off in the dark and you see all the sparks? Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh,
No.
do it. So cool. Just take a not like fleece, but yeah, like a cotton jumper off after you've been wearing it all day. Turn the lights off, open your eyes, take it off, and you'll see all the on your
Oh,
skin.
that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did discover one of my t-shirts is glow in the dark the other day by accident, just because I had been in the light and switched off the light, and I was like, "Woo!"
Oh,
which is fun. Not the same.
that's more
Not
of
the
like
same at all, but
an endurance static shock light.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
flash, more of a. Yeah. Oh no, sorry about that.
Scott.
My watch got caught.
Come on, Scott. Can you print glow in the dark stuff?
Probably get some glow in the dark vinyl. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I
wasn't that?
used to have a bunch of phosphorescent stuff for glow in the dark things. I don't know if I do anymore still. Like powders for making it into like dyes and paints and things we could just slap on.
Just slap it on there.
Just whip it on.
This bad boy fits so much glow in the dark.
Put on your head. Well, yeah, you can get the heat reactive stuff as well. I think you can get
Yeah.
that as a vinyl. Like you go out in the light, in
That'd
the
be-
daylight.
It'd be handy for what we just discussed.
Yeah,
If it's, do we have dry heat activated ones?
maybe.
Or is it just wet heat?
Like a humidity. How wet is it? Oh, just a pale blue today.
I feel like I don't know if I'd want that over. Oh no, it wouldn't be over the whole t-shirt. It would just be on a certain part. My brain thought of it as like the fabric the t-shirt was made out of, and then it would like be hotter in armpit areas than.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it'd be like a heat camera thing.
heat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably don't want that.
No. We've talked ourselves out of that. That's fine.
Okay, selective cool heat stuff.
Cool. Heat stuff.
That'd be the way to go. But we should probably get into some questions. Do we have questions about heat, cold? I hope so. I really
Heat,
hope so.
cold, Dallas, sweat,
Glow in the dark.
Asda, glow in the dark, science,
Wow, what a convenient intro we've just done.
flawless. Yeah, we can move on to the game. So we've got 5 questions to go through, 5 different subjects, and well, I think there's only one man that can explain this. Take it away, Goose.
The percentage game runs as follows. There are 5 quiz questions that have been asked to thousands of teams that have taken part in our online and real-life pub quizzes. Those competing in the percentage game must guess the percentage of teams that got the answer correct. Whoever gets the closest to the actual percentage gets the most points, and the further away you are, the fewer points you get. The audience answer is taken as an average and is made up of anyone who's filled out the form prior to the game. The winner after 5 questions is the one with the most points. If you want to contribute to the audience average, keep an eye on the social medias as we will release the entry form with the questions a day before the next podcast recording.
He should redo that. He wasn't looking at the camera.
Wow. I mean, I've seen more natural hostage videos.
Well,
To be fair, you were threatening him as he was recording it, weren't you?
I'm having a great time.
yeah, I had
Hitting
the
this out.
6-foot cane out.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, that was beautifully explained. Beautiful language and show there. We've got 5 questions to go through. You need to say how easy, how hard people think it is. Write your answer down, see how close you get. Closest gets most points, furthest away gets least points, is pretty much how it works. You can discuss the answer, discuss if you were surprised by it, if you knew the answer beforehand, if that's up your avenue or is in a different postcode to your normal avenue. Either or, let us know. So, question 1. Nice. Everyone got some sort of writing equipment
Ready.
Yep.
and something to write on?
Ready.
Yep.
You didn't show me it, Scott. I'm worried. Yeah.
Glad this is a completely visual medium.
Yeah, so we've got 5 questions to go through. Question 1. What is the capital city of Indonesia? So that's it. Question 1. What is the capital city of Indonesia? Answer and percentage for you two.
I just had a complete blank.
Well.
Well.
Does that mean everyone else is blanked, perchance?
Can we write whether or not we think it's a dry or wet heat as well?
Oh, please do.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to base my percentage
For,
on.
ev-
Is
for
the
every
humidity.
for every question, if you can add another little brackets and guess the humidity in the capital, then I'll run a little side pool.
Oh, do you want the actual percentage humidity as well?
Yeah, please.
Oh, right, okay. What time of year are we in? All right, and that is okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, how? Yeah. Okay, so we've got the actual question, which is what is the capital city of Indonesia? Side question: what is the humidity there right now? It was 69 here. Remember, like 8 in Dallas. So dry. Ugh. You good? You got 1 answer, 2 answers, a guess, team name, percentage.
Come on, percentage.
I've got so much information on this paper.
We've got a smorgasbord of information coming up. So, just turn them around. Show me where you put. And right. Okay, let's talk through this. So, Scott, you've said
85%.
and no answer, and then Kirsty, you've said
Bali, 84%.
Bali.
Wet heat and 72% humidity.
I said 70% humidity.
Okay.
Also, my
Kirsty.
team name is Dry Heat Supremacy.
Right. Okay. Answer first of all. So the answer for this one is Jakarta.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like the encyclopedia. And then the big one, the humidity, 94%.
I was
So
Yeah.
guys, if you're sweaty here, it's 25 degrees as well. So
sweltering.
It'll be their like wet season, right? Because it's
it's
southern.
it's-
Is it southern hemisphere? And
Yeah.
yeah.
it'll be like their wet season right now.
There we go. It's a humid place. 94%,
It's like
100% humidity.
winter there.
Would that be underwater?
Yeah, just underwater.
It's just water flowing through the air.
God, awfully humid here. Yeah, well, let's get your guesses on screen first of all. So, let's have look. We got an 85 and 84. No big reaction to you guys being one away from each other. What a friendly.
Yeah, I was honestly more worried about the
Very
humidity.
close. Well, 2 away for the humidity. So
What a friendly stream. Yeah. So we've got some guesses coming in the chat too. If you want to take part in the chat, you can find it on Twitch every Friday. Join in. You can guess live the humidity of places. So the actual for this one came out at 92.1%.
pipped.
So they were both better than us.
Yes.
It's
So
both of us got it wrong or didn't put an answer at all.
yeah, you both got it wrong. We both guessed pretty high. So you're both thinking, I don't know this, but I'm sure everyone else knows this. And 9 out of 10 people do know the answer to this.
Definitely have more faith in people with geography than myself. So
God, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
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 happy with that.
But we can see the audience. I mean, currently it's pretty close. So we'll see where they end up. And the audience for this one guessed 68%.
Low.
All right. Good. Yeah. Excellent.
So that means Scott, 3 points, 2 points to Kirsty, 1 point to the audience.
Beauty.
Off the bat, big result for the reigning champion.
Yeah.
Love that.
Starting high there.
Love that for me.
We've got some chatting. Yeah, people going low.
Oh, well. This first one's always to get your eye in.
Yeah.
So, well. Kirsty, you've been having gardening issues. One of my favorite things about the Monday morning meetings that we have is seeing your plants and the progress. But I noticed on your Instagram the other day, something's been munching away at it.
Yeah, everything's been eaten.
And not by you.
No.
No, not by me. So I'm not even getting a chance to eat things. I went to go find one of my
Stuff on
having a big problem with slugs and snails this year. I think it's just them. There's lots of other beasties in the garden, but I think it's mostly the slugs and the snails that I'm the big problem with. Last year, I did the whole eggshell thing and the coffee ground thing. I've done it this year again as well. Now it worked last year. They stayed away, and this year they're like not giving a care in the world. They're like just sliding themselves right over those eggshells.
Oh,
And being nom 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 nom.
So they like the jagged edges deter them.
I don't
meant
know
to.
what it is. Supposedly it's something like in the makeup of the shell, which you think would be really weird because you'd think a snail's shell would be made up of a similar thing
Okay.
as a bird's shell.
Right.
But anyway, or maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe it'd be like to us coming towards something that's surrounded by loads of human bones and we
Yeah.
just wouldn't want to go over it. This is a
Like
bad
those
omen.
ones.
This is not nice.
But it's not worked this year.
I've got a list off the
Okay.
internet. I think these have been shortened, and I've not clicked the link, but
Can I guess one?
well, can I tell you the first one? So it says, how to get rid of slugs. Number 1, get plants on side. Chat to them.
Well, actually, I had thought about that. I had thought about getting a bunch of
Audiobooks.
Venus fly
Oh, okay.
Venus fly traps. Yeah, just audio books.
Oh no, that's exactly it. It just says get plants on side.
That's all.
Yeah, use gentle method is to use plants which deter them and act as a natural pesticide.
I have some anti-slug and snail plants. They're supposed to deter them.
Wormwood, rue, fennel, anise, rosemary.
I've got rosemary. They've eaten it.
Oh, okay, right. That doesn't bode well.
No.
That was number 1 on the list too.
What's this website you're on?
Yeah, this is funded by slugs.
Probably slugdeterrence.com.
They're like, please plant loads of lettuce because we hate it.
Okay, right.
Sour things. Is it Biltrix?
Do you
Biltrix?
not like sour things?
There's a sour, like a deterrent. I'm pretty sure, and then they like kind of, and then they don't like it, so they go away. Yeah, I think that's.
I can fire through the rest. We've got make a beer trap. Not a bear trap.
Thing is, I don't really want to kill them all. This is the problem I have. Is I just want them to stop eating the
wanna
things I'm
starve
trying
them.
to eat myself.
Yeah, you
They
want to
can
starve
eat
to
the
death.
They can eat the other plants. I just don't want them to eat the plants I want to eat.
Prickly barrier, you tried eggshells. These suggest pine needles or thorny cuttings to create barriers. Create a slippery barrier. Spraying WD-40 in the outside of plant pots will make the surface too slippery for the slugs to scale. Lay down copper tape.
Oh, because they don't like copper.
Copper reacts. We're such a sciencey podcast. Copper reacts with slug slime, giving a tiny electric shock to slugs each time they come into contact with it.
Wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
There
so
we
copper
go.
creates a colder, drier.
So they would get a little static shock because they're rubbing their 1 foot off the ground.
Big,
Everyone's
big
like-
goo.
Yeah.
Slug
Oh, that's
sock.
fun. Oh, I like that. Okay. Maybe I'll get some copper wire.
Place a lure, apply nematodes to the soil, sprinkle salt, or the eco method.
Yeah, I don't want to use anything like poisonous.
It's going to
I
destroy
don't. I
them.
don't want to use like slug and snail poison. I think
Right.
that's. I also then don't really want to eat vegetables that have had.
You just want to shock them.
Yeah, I'd rather shock them so they go away on their own. They're like,
how about so the last one, the eco method. Encourage badgers, birds, hedgehogs into your garden. And then it says, chickens make great pets. Consider adopting an ex-commercial farming hen.
I would love to keep chickens in the garden, but somehow I think that the rest of the tenants in the flat might not want chickens in the garden.
You try and get some foxes in there. Do foxes eat slugs? Was that in the
The
list?
foxes come in. The foxes mostly decide to dig up my raised beds
Oh.
and then move on.
Oh.
Do a poo in the raised bed, move on again. Foxes are useless.
Such issues with
And
wildlife.
the birds, I know, and the birds aren't even eating the slugs and snails this year.
Oh,
I don't know what to
no.
do. There's birds that live in my building. Like, I can sometimes hear them because they've got a hole in the wall right by, because I sit right by the window in the office. They've
Yeah.
got a hole in the wall right there, and I can sometimes see them coming in and out. So if I ever look suddenly very distracted, it's because a small chaffinch has decided to sit on the windowsill and look at me. One of them just went there. They're not eating the slugs.
Probably too salty, that's why.
Yeah. Honest nightmare. Though I'm having a real tough time. I grew I was growing these beautiful dwarf borlotti beans. Gorgeous. They were all coming up really nice. These massive leaves. And then I came downstairs one morning, and all the leaves were gone. Everything, just like dead
Wow.
little sticks.
And the skies were grey.
So what are you planning or hoping to cultivate at the? Well, nothing now. But what
Well,
have
nothing now,
you got on the what do you got in the ground?
So I've got the borlotti beans. I've got chickpeas, which are coming up now,
Ooh,
which is good. I wasn't sure
chickpeas.
if they were gonna.
Interesting.
Yeah, or garbanzo beans, whatever you call them. I've got some runner beans growing as well. I had some sugar snap peas, but they've all been eaten. I've got a bunch of herbs and stuff. Some of them are doing okay. Some of them are not doing so well. A bunch of edible flowers. Some strawberries, of which one was this beautiful bright red color. I went to pick it. I was like, wow, a strawberry, how nice. And then it was completely hollow inside because the slug had gone in and eaten the whole thing.
Oh, how disappointing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
really
to hear
bad. I did have some kale. The kale's been eaten. Carrots, the carrot tops have been eaten, so I don't know. We'll see if they grow. I've got potatoes. I've got shallots. I've got radishes. I've got Swiss chard, rocket, lettuce.
You got lots of
think
things
that's
on the
it.
go.
Yeah. No wonder you got loads of slugs.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
providing me with a smorgasbord. I might come and have a little bite.
Well, if there's anything left after they've had a go at it, you're welcome to. They've been eating the heads off my flowers. I had violas. They ate all the heads off of them.
Jeez, hungry little guys.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, but the copper wire I might try. That sounds good.
Yes. Nice.
If anyone knows any good helpful hints, please send them in. Get in touch. We can pass them on. But yeah, it's a real shame. It sounds like you're putting in a lot of hard work for not much reward.
Yeah, it's
Unless
someday it'll be better.
hear me out. You start a slug farm.
There we go.
Yeah. Escargot.
You
Yes.
train them.
Yeah, and then you can. Well, I was going to say train them to eat other people's plants, but that's not very. That doesn't really solve any issues.
No. No.
What if you plant like a separate, like something that they really like? I don't know what that might be.
Right. Okay, you're
and
going for like the
lure them away. Yeah,
Well, a lot of gardeners do that. Will have like sacrifice plants that
Yeah.
are just for the yeah.
exactly.
go for the Looney Tunes style and just paint some plants.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. Get the Acme plant painting kit.
Distract them with that.
I mean, I did genuinely start looking up like actual, but like witchcraft, like spells to protect the garden as well.
Oh,
Okay.
hex them. What's a good hex protection? Or why don't you plant something that they really like and then keep it in like a really out of reach place?
Oh, so they
and then,
all
so
go
you
to
can
that
be like,
side of the garden.
Or just so they can't, and then you eat it in front of them.
Yeah, that's great. Well, also what? Like taunt them,
Yeah,
mock
yeah.
them.
Exactly. Well, if you like my plants, I'm going to eat yours. Wah, wah, wah. Tulips or whatever. Did you say?
That'll show them. That'll do the trick. All right, question 2. So less humidity chat for this one.
We'll see.
Possibly less. Question 2. What is the minimum age for someone to run for president of the United States? So question 2. Write it down. What's the minimum age for someone to run for president of the United States? Answer, percentage, guess how humid they are. If it's a dry presidency or a wet, damp one.
Okay. Okay.
He's thinking. Answer, percentage for this one. Okay, we got one. Kirsty, you good?
I'm good. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm good to go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, turn. Oh, you don't have space on there for 5, Kirsty.
I know, I have a back.
Oh, okay. So what we put? You can go first, Kirsty. You've said
I put 30, then I put 90%, and then I put 100% humidity.
90% and 100% humidity. Scott?
I put 35 years old and 75%.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So the answer for this one, the answer is 35.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. You've both been pretty high.
I figured we've had a lot of election chat lately,
Right.
and by that I mean in the last couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, you can say that any year, really.
Yeah, but I feel like, well, maybe it's just I've been more aware.
Tuned in. Now that you're getting closer to being able to stand. One
Next-
less thing to worry about.
That's my goal.
The age barrier.
Yep. Yep.
Well, one down, only the problem of not having been born an American to deal with, right?
Doesn't matter. 2025. Campaigning now.
They'll change that. Yeah, it's 35. 35 is the answer. There's people in the Twitch chat. I don't know if they're putting names, guesses or percentages in there.
Or humidity. I can't tell.
What a number fest we've got here. But they've guessed 44, 41, 54. So let's get your guesses on the screen first of all. So we've got 75 and a 90. Do you want
Yeah, I
the
went far too high, didn't I?
Do you want? Well, you went higher than you did for the first question.
And I got them both wrong.
Yeah. So the actual for this one came out at 34.8%.
Oh, wow. 0.2 away from the age.
Yeah. Yeah. What a coincidence that is.
Wow.
So
Huh.
currently,
What do you think people put? 21.
I think it's
Maybe.
not something people have ever thought about before, really. I mean, maybe voting age, once you're old enough to vote, you're old enough to stand, because it's different here.
Is there an age limit here? Do you have to be a certain age, other than just like?
I don't think,
Baby Prime Minister.
That's the next boss baby movie.
I don't know if there is. Yeah, so for an MP, it's the same age as voting. It's 18.
That
Well,
makes
obviously 16. We vote here, but 18 in England, and Prime Minister. There isn't one in law. There we go. Cool.
Because I think,
But you're not allowed to be Catholic.
I guess all the
So that's in the law.
Yeah. Prime Minister is not allowed to be Catholic. I think Tony Blair converted after he was Prime Minister.
Wild.
I think, I mean, also makes sense because all the presidents are quite old. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you know, which came first, chicken or egg?
Yeah.
The law.
So maybe people think, oh, well, if voting age is 21, but also, I mean, I don't know what the voting age is. 21? Drinking age? I don't know. Something like that. Or do they think, well, we haven't really had a spring chicken?
Yeah. I mean, even in the UK, you don't often get young heads of state
Whippersnappers.
going back all the way
Also
to
ages them quickly.
Pitt the Younger,
Yeah.
way back in the day.
Maybe they could try something new.
Correction, we've got the first ever Catholic Prime Minister right now. Converted after becoming PM, I think. So there we go. Sorry, before some someone who's up to date on everything emails in.
An
to
angry
say-
tweet.
Yeah. We've got one just now. So the audience, we want to see the audience one for this one. So the audience average. Could it be closer than 75%? It is.
Yes, undoubtedly.
It is closer than 75%. 50.5%. So just snakes in there. 25% closer than Scott. 40% closer than Kirsty. So that means points-wise. 3 to the audience, making up for their boo-boo in the first round. 2 to Scott, and then 1 to Kirsty. After question 2. So there we go. You learned something. Good and serious chat.
Exciting. I don't know about you lot, but something that I get asked a lot in quizzes is how we like write our questions. And I know how I write, or used to write, because I don't write as much these days. I know how I wrote my questions, but I am interested in how you wrote your questions.
No, tell us more, Scott. What do you tell people?
Well, I tell them that we obviously write all the questions, and then I say I don't write much anymore because my questions got blacklisted because they were either too hard or too easy. But I always just think about things that I learned in school and things that I find interesting and go from there, and then do a bit of research, and then maybe not take the obvious thing, but then dig a little bit deeper and then try and do that, or just a Mad Lib. Just a randomizer.
Okay.
Who, what, when, where, how. Yep. Next, king, state, country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to just keep a note, like a note in the notes app. It was essentially just interesting things, snippets that came up in just my life that I would turn into.
Right now it's the slugs. It's just
Yeah. Right now it's all gardening related.
Round 4 is slug. Yeah.
But yeah, so I used to just that was one of the ways I did it. But most of the questions I've written have ever been for like themed things, I think. So it's mostly been like I've written stuff for a certain subject, like knowing the subject going in. So watched a lot of episodes of
fair.
something and take notes while watching or whatever.
Yeah. I do take a lot of screenshots, and then
Yeah.
sometimes I send them to Louis. I'll be like, maybe this for a quiz
This is a
question.
question?
And then he'll be like, that's already a question. We've already got 7 questions about that thing. Oh, all right.
yeah.
Like did I send you the one about what the white stuff on the chocolate's called when chocolate ages a little bit?
Oh,
There's a
I don't-
name.
does
There's
it
a
have
name for that. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
No.
Well,
Oh,
No.
Maybe that was gonna be-
Interesting things shouldn't be questions.
a secret. No, but
You know,
sometimes they make good questions.
like 1% of the time they make good questions. The rest of the time
well, that was just one example.
it's something fun that you want to share with people that they definitely don't know. And you're like, oh yeah, this would be interesting to share and discuss and have a nice little back and forth with. But it's not a back and forth. It's a one-way conversation.
Yeah.
I like questions that essentially tell people the answer in the question if they're smart enough to listen to you say it properly.
Ah,
I like a
Okay.
question like that.
All right.
Like-
Are you
like,
paying attention?
I don't think it's written. I think we've now changed the way it's written, but it used to be written. There's a question about the sum of all the numbers in a roulette wheel,
oh yeah.
and it used to be written like also known as the devil's game. What is the sum of all the numbers in a roulette wheel? And now it's just written as like what is the sum of all the numbers in a roulette wheel? The answer is 666. It's 666. It's the devil's game.
Quick math.
666.
Uh-huh.
So that's. I like questions like that because I think they're funny because then people are like, the devil's game.
We don't have pen and paper to write
You
things
told
down.
me.
We can't
I
do
was
the
trying to
math.
add it up. Yeah. That's what I like.
But
I'm never
Louis-
good at writing questions like that, but I think they're the best kind of question.
Fair enough. Well, Louis writes most of our questions now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a method?
Yeah.
If it's really secret, you don't have to share it. You can just make something.
Yeah, Scott, if you can bleep some of this. If this can be redacted, that'd be really handy. No, it's not exciting at all. It's going through fundamental things that everyone knows and rephrasing it in a way that they don't have to work it out. They just have to remember. It's not out of the blue. It's not something totally alarming. It's not something without context. The context is there. They just have to find. They just have to find it in their memory banks. Or I like questions that I get people to do things. So whenever there's a question about teeth, people put the fingers in their
We'll
mouth.
start. Yep. Yep.
When it's about hemispheres, people do maps. They're like, which way is this? Is it
Yeah.
north, south? Is
Like
it
famous right hands, left hand?
right hands,
things?
left
Yeah, when people are
hands?
suddenly like,
How big's a table tennis
Statue of
table?
Liberty.
How big's a table tennis table? It's like, oh, is it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this and-
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
And I say it, and then people are like, I'm not going to move. And then they move.
yeah, because they want to know.
Yeah. Obviously, gettable questions. When people come up and offer us questions, it was like, again, good piece of trivia. But
Exactly. Interesting. That'd be a great conversation. But
Yeah.
we're not having a conversation.
Yeah, no one has heard of this actually.
That's good, but conversation finished. I'm sorry.
But
Yeah.
those kind of things could be better for things like picture rounds, because picture rounds you've got the context in front of you because you've got the image. So that's they're quite different to write than your standard sort of word-based rounds because you have to find all the images for them as well.
Yeah. Well,
So-
if you can get an image of white things on chocolate, then
yeah, what is this called?
Scott might be able to remember something for you.
Got a whole round ready for you.
Yeah, that's one question.
Question 3. Oh, okay. Question 3. So, name the 2002 film that starred Leonardo DiCaprio, Cameron Diaz, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Liam Neeson. So, question 3. Name the 2002 film that starred Leonardo DiCaprio, Cameron Diaz, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Liam Neeson.
2002, eh? 2002, huh?
Okay. More blank faces than I expected.
2002.
I don't think I've ever seen Leo DiCaprio and Cameron Diaz in the same film.
Well, one for your letterbox after this. Answer and percentage for everyone taking part.
I'm trying to think about how old any of them would have looked at that point in time. So I can...
Okay.
I mean, that's 20 years ago now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Kirsty, should we work together on this one?
I mean,
Get an
honestly,
answer.
I have not a clue. I don't know if I'll even be much help. Oh, well,
Were they in Love Actually?
no, that's wrong.
I'm not going to help you guys, but you shouldn't be struggling.
Who was in... When was What's Eating Gilbert Grape released? Way
I
before
think that was much earlier.
That
That's
was
the
like one of
90s.
Leo's first
Yeah.
films, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is post-Titanic.
Maybe there. Yeah.
right.
Um.
So probably however Leo looked at the end of Titanic was how he looked in this film.
That's
That probably aged.
That's
him
a
few
wet
years.
cold.
That's a very wet cold.
Yeah, it
right.
is.
2002 film.
I
Cameron
can't.
Diaz. Daniel Day-Lewis. I can't even picture Daniel Day-Lewis.
No, neither can I. That's just what I was about to say.
Wow, what? It's because he's a great actor.
He's just so different in every role.
Liam Neeson. I don't know.
Okay, there's people at home very frustrated
Yelling.
right now.
I
answer-
can't even think of a good joke answer to put.
Yeah, me.
That's how far removed I am from being able to
Yeah.
get this right.
Yeah, it's The Mask 2. Just replacing Jim Carrey with
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Okay.
Look, okay, I'm gonna have to leave it.
Get
blank.
something down
Yes.
because this is frustrating.
I'm confident that I haven't seen it.
Right.
It's an animated film. No, I don't think it'd be animated.
The Iron Giant. Answer percentage. I'm going to push you for time here.
Okay.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, right. So there's a lot of blank space here. Scott, you've said
88% no answer.
no answer. Kirsty, you've said
No answer. 68%.
no answer. 68%. Yes. So it's a big film. It's the answer is Gangs of New York.
Oh, I've not seen it.
I've not seen it either.
No,
Okay, it's good.
I believe you. I've heard good things.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's a random
Yeah.
film. Look at the cast,
I mean, it's a
Well,
good
yeah.
ensemble.
isn't it? But yeah,
Ensemble.
let's get your guesses up there first of all. So we've got an 88 and a 68. Thought process. Was it because I said you should know this that you went high, or
Again, it's the same with geography. Like, I'm not the best at films and they're very big names. So I'm assuming in a team situation, someone would have either seen it or had like the film poster in their head or something.
And I got scared by how high I went last time, and so went lower.
well, this is very exciting for me. One of you's got to bang on.
I hope it's me.
Scott, I thought you weren't competitive this time.
But I can still hope that I'm doing well.
So the actual one from all the teams we've asked came out at 68%. So Kirsty gets it bang on. Unlikely to be snaked.
Oh, this almost makes up for all of those snails.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations. That's
Done.
a
Damn.
bang on there.
Oh, and this doesn't count towards the league.
No, you would have got big points.
Big
But you would have got minimal points for the first two. So well, it balances out, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, 68% was the average. The audience, really, are they going to snake in between Kirsty and Scott, or are they going to be further away? The audience average for this one, from people that took part, filled in the form, came out at 71.1. So they were close. They were very close. So
But they were not close enough.
were not close enough. So second place for the audience. Let's get some scores here. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know how you get put together, but you get it bang on, like double points at least.
I mean,
So
yeah, wowie.
3 points for Kirsty, 2 points to the audience, and then 1 point for Scott.
I'll send you a special prize for that. Send you some socks.
Some socks.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll pretend I hadn't already agreed to those socks.
Yeah.
Wow, some socks.
I'll pretend I hadn't
so
offered.
nice.
Wow, what a surprise.
Lou's got a fresh lid. Also mentioned that he really likes the sound of the hairdressers. I like a different sense, the smell.
Right.
Oh, yes.
But what is it? I think my memory of hairdressers is distant, but also quite strong.
Okay.
So I think I get it. But what is it about it that you?
I think the vibrations are quite soothing.
Talking the
Yeah.
razor, the shavers.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
a sensory experience.
Yeah.
And when they move your head around, it's like you're getting stroked. I can see why I can see why cats and dogs like getting stroked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the general noises are quite relaxing too.
It's never really like real invasive. I mean,
Yeah.
considering you get like sharp objects around your head and face.
Yeah, if I had to pick a background noise, I'd put that above like a pub background noise.
Oh, for sure.
Chitter chatter, because you'd want to zone in on the chitter chatter, whereas this is like you can't zone in on buzzing.
I tell you what, if you could go to a hairdresser with a couple of your mates and have a pint while people are cutting your hair, that could be fun.
That would be really nice. Some hairdressers do offer you a drink.
Yeah, you see it in like films and stuff.
Yeah.
People sitting under the dryers with the glass of champagne or something.
Oh yeah.
But not as like a social thing.
Yeah.
Sitting around a table,
I mean,
everyone's getting their hair clipped. Could
Things
be
like
fun.
barber shops are a big social thing, and like just
Gangs of New
not-
York. Yeah, true. I mean, I was looking for a barber the other day. I haven't been to a barber in ages, but that was a very independent experience. That was just by myself. My old hairdresser used to. Well, there was no one else there besides me.
Right,
And
okay.
yeah. My old hairdresser used to have lots and lots of like bangles and bracelets, and
Ooh.
so it was a very
Jingly
jingly
jangly.
experience.
That's a different
Yeah.
experience, yeah. Different ASMR there.
Yeah,
Jingle
yeah.
jangle around.
But that
wind
was quite good.
chimes in your ears.
And the one of those things when they cut your hair and it goes,
Scissors?
it doesn't it doesn't cut it off, but it just
the
like
feathering,
thins it.
Feathering
Yeah.
scissors,
Yes, so nice.
I like the way that feels.
I miss getting my hair
Feathering,
cut.
feathering scissor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not quite the same with the beard. It still feels nice, but
this
it's not.
time next week, Scott can have a trim beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might try and grow my hair. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that again. But yeah, I like the smell of the hairdressers. They're like it's not like alcohol-y, kind of like the sprays.
It's just like
and the,
nice product.
Yeah,
Like a good quality hair product.
yeah.
It's just like, it's actually nice to use a nice thing sometimes.
And when they spray you with water and it just kind of like falls.
Yeah.
A mist.
Yeah.
A
So
nice
good.
little mist.
How do they get such high quality water bottles?
Mist.
That's what I want to know. When was the last
That's what
time
you
you
need
got
for the dry heat.
Yeah. When was the last time you had a haircut, Kirsty? That sounds like that sounds like I'm suggesting you need to get a haircut.
Yeah.
But when was your last hair
going out.
experience?
You know, you got your haircut before you came on the podcast.
Yes, yeah. So about a month ago or something now, I think.
Scott, how rude.
I do need it done, but yeah, I got it
Do
done
it
at
for the other people.
Stag Barber in Edinburgh. It was nice. I liked it. We were talking before
them.
we started the podcast today as well about whether or not you chat during your haircut, and I think like some places are quite intimidating, and I don't feel like you can. But then I don't know. I had a really good time.
Oh, really? I like it. I
had a
like
really
a
nice
chat.
time with Chloe. Yeah.
I don't mind a chat.
Yeah.
Also,
no,
if-
if
feel
I've
like-
got stuff to talk about, I like it.
Yeah,
Fun. Passes
yeah,
the
of
time.
course.
Everyone has a nice time.
yeah, I feel like
Theatre.
it's a nicer experience. Well, for me, a nicer experience, and I feel like they might want to do a better job if you know.
Or they might not.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess, I mean, don't go into like heavy topics and stuff. But
So, what are your thoughts on it? Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Do you know you can't be Catholic and the
apart from. Do you know the name of the white stuff that you get in chocolate?
Do you like chocolate? Have I got a fact for you?
Well, the one I went to give you the option to select a silent haircut.
I like that as well.
So if you hate talking,
Yeah.
I like that. I like
you
that.
can go for
It
that.
also makes it much easier for people who find those kind of situations incredibly like anxiety inducing.
Oh, 100%. I think it's very important to have like
Yeah.
options like that
Yeah.
because you know a lot of people make a big deal of like being social and stuff like that, but not everyone wants that.
No. Or not even everyone finds that easy.
Not
even,
all the
you
time.
know?
Not when you're
Yeah,
trying to get your hair cut.
and
Yeah.
it's different to the dentist.
Yeah,
can't
I
have
mean-
too much of a chat with them.
I think the last time I went to the dentist, they did try and chat to me, but they're, you know, with their hands in my mouth, and I was like, well, I can't really. I can't.
Yeah, it's just thumbs up or thumbs down, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Should have like they should just have a list of like closed questions,
yeah.
just like yeses or nos. You
You
have
just-
you have a
Even
button
then,
in
you
each.
couldn't. Yeah, you'd have to just can't even nod your head really, because then
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your
Yeah.
friends are there, you're having some beers too. You're making it a social trip to the dentist.
Yeah. Who's next? Oh yeah, let me just finish my pint. Hang on a second.
Question 4. Will anyone get it bang on this time? This is exciting. A doubler. And then we get a turkey after that. What's a double in? Is it just called a double in bowling?
I don't think it's called anything, is it? I'll look it up.
Triple's a turkey, and I don't know what double is. Anyway, question 4. Nope. Name the cocktail. It contains gin, vermouth, rosso, Campari, then garnished with an orange peel. So, question 4. Name the cocktail. It contains gin, vermouth, rosso, Campari, and then garnished with an orange peel. Answer, percentage. This is a pretty humid drink, I would say. Nigh on 100% humidity.
What if it's dry gin?
Hey.
Dry vermouth. Oh, it's just called a double in bowling.
Oh, okay.
that's boring.
Yeah, no bowling.
Why is it called a turkey?
Gin.
And percentage. I'm supposed to put also.
Answer and
How many
percentage,
times have I played
please.
this now?
During the late 1700s, bowling tournaments were a popular diversion for all, from the working class to the aristocracy. The prizes awarded at these tournaments were gift baskets of food, often containing coveted items like a large ham, or you guessed it, a turkey.
Ah, right.
All right.
I am gonna go for.
Maybe, I don't know. Answer percentage, please. People taking part to take your guesses. If you're up to date on your International Bartender Association list of approved cocktails, this is for you. If you've had one before, stick it in the chat. If you've not had one before, and you don't know what it is, and you like those different ingredients, then I got a drink for you, buddy. Something to try later on.
I love this cocktail.
Can you say the ingredients one more
Imagine
time,
I got
please?
it wrong.
Yeah. So, gin,
Yeah,
vermouth rosso,
yeah,
Campari,
yeah.
and then an orange peel.
I mean, the only thing I like in that would be the orange peel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Campari. Bleh. No thanks.
Really?
Yeah. Don't know if I've had vermouth rosso.
Well,
I've had
tonight.
maybe.
I used to own Campari branded braces. Not for my teeth, for
Right.
like putting up trousers.
Right. And I was going to ask. That's invasive marketing.
Yeah. That's the pub dentist.
yeah.
Yeah, here you go with your pals. You get money off if you take the branded product.
Sponsored teeth. Yeah.
Answer percentage. We good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Righty, right. So, Scott, what have you put?
I wrote sidecar and 50%.
Sidecar and 50. And Kirsty?
Negroni in 95.
Negroni and 95. Okay, you're back up in the high numbers.
I am.
Oh. I thought you were leading on to something.
I am not.
Yes. Yeah, back in the high numbers. Was
Oh,
it-
thank God. For a second, I thought I got it wrong somehow.
It's Negroni in there.
Jesus, thank Christ.
I don't know what's happened there. Yeah, it's Negroni is the answer. So you've never had it before, Scott?
I've had, yeah. But like I said, it's not,
Blah.
all those things are just,
Ah.
nah, not for me.
Take it away. Take it
I
away.
love a Negroni. I
You-
really like a Negroni.
Hey, you're allowed. That's fine.
Thank you.
Nah, yeah. Not sweet enough.
So let's put your guesses in there. We got a 50. We got a 95. There's definitely
This is a high split
there's definitely scope in there to
versus snaking.
yeah. So the actual one for this one came out at 55.5%.
Are you
That's
serious?
low.
Yeah, isn't it?
Especially because a lot of places we do quizzes in would have some kind of menu.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like,
And it's a popular
they
cocktail.
could do things. Yeah, what?
Hmm.
I don't know about that.
That's interesting.
It's a low one,
It's very low.
but I mean, you didn't know the answer, Scott. 50% of people in
Probably should have too.
here didn't know the answer.
I got tricked with Campari once. They said, "Don't let the smell put you off." I was like, "Oh, okay, no worries." Tasted it. It's exactly how it smelled. Foul. Same with durian. Exact same trick done with durian. Horrible.
All right, what a day.
What a cocktail.
yeah,
Durian's
Some-
the fruit, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
some
Big
durian
stinky
peel in
fruit.
there instead of
Yeah.
orange.
Or spiky.
Yeah, so 50, 95, with the actual one being 55.5. Let's see where the audience. So there's a chance, it's a pretty small window to sneak in there, but the audience went for 73.1.
I'm so surprised by how low that is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty wild.
yeah,
55.5.
yeah. So that means
Huh.
3 points to Scott,
Happy with that.
2 points to the audience, and back down to earth. 1 point for Kirsty.
You know, when I'm right, I'm right, and when I'm wrong,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm very wrong, and that's
Hey, if you can accept that, good bully for you.
yeah. I always thought that was a funny phrase, bully for you.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
weird one. We should all mention that we're restarting the league.
Yes.
Yeah, you are the reigning champion. How did it feel to win the 10 episode series?
I've been walking a bit taller this week.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, been pretty happy with that. Yeah, so that feels good. But I'm very excited for the next round as well. Which by the time people hear this, it will be underway. I thought you were going to throw something. It will be underway. So if this is like your first experience with the podcast, then you can go and find the form for next week's and get involved. We're doing it every week. This week's a friendly one, but we do have a league going. So on... Actually, that doesn't make sense, does it? If we're talking about that, because that's just for the live stream people. We can discuss that later. So yeah, right. I didn't think that through.
All right, yeah. Because if this
Yeah.
is going out as a podcast, it's going to be out, and we're going to have already done it. So for
Yeah.
podcast people, doesn't matter.
The concept of time
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
discussion point for number 4. Look, we can go back to my other discussion point is how easily could you catch a duck? Someone asked me this once.
What kind of duck are we talking? Are we talking duck that can fly? Or are we talking like a runner duck?
You're walking through Queen's Park.
Okay. Yep.
There's a duck there. Someone
Okay,
asks
cool.
you,
Like a standard mallard.
yeah,
Okay.
could you catch that duck?
I
That's a
feel
thinker.
like they,
If it's right by a body of water, no. If it's not right by
This.
a body of water, yes.
but they,
Okay.
I mean, they're quite readily flying. Do you know? I think
But
they can definitely
like
use
a park
water.
duck. A park duck is used to having people kind of walk by it. So I felt like if I walked by it inconspicuously enough, like pretending I'm not really like interested, like oh,
Right.
and then like if I had some sort of catching implement, like if I had like a net,
Like
a
a
large
blanket.
duck net,
You know those duck nets you can get?
yeah, or a box and a stick with some breadcrumbs underneath,
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
frozen peas.
I think if we had some planning time, if we like say if we were just going for a wander and you were like catch that duck, I don't think I'd be able to. But if I had some kind of lure and some kind of catching apparatus, then I think I'd probably be in with maybe an 80% chance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, saying that though, I did see a man catch a seagull once, which I know is not a duck, but catch a seagull once with his bare hands in Hunter Square. Just turn around and go pick it up.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. But and also it depends if you said catch that specific duck
Right.
or if you said
Or just
catch
catch duck.
It's
catch a duck.
it's a duck.
A duck.
Okay.
Catch
Then, yeah, I
a
think-
duck.
Yeah, I
I
reckon I'd
think
be
it's
able to do
doable.
it. I reckon I'd be
Yeah.
able to do it.
Okay.
I kind of don't really want to because I'd be afraid that I'd hurt it. Like,
Yeah.
hurt its wings. So we're not encouraging people to catch
No.
ducks. But I think, yeah,
You're going for lure and or net.
I think that's probably one of the safest ways to do it without hurting the duck.
to
I'm not gonna tackle a duck to the floor.
guarantee it, I'd probably use that. But I'd definitely try just with my hands to start with.
Okay.
Try a little chase method. Yeah,
How
I think I'd
soft
try
do you
that.
think a duck is?
How soft?
I think they'd be oily because
That's
they
what
spend
they
a
are,
lot of
water
time
off
in
a duck's back.
they spend a lot of time in water, so they're quite oily
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
repel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To keep a low humidity.
Yeah, to keep a dry heat. No, they get rid of water so they don't overheat and sweat. I don't know if ducks
It
sweat.
evaporates.
Do ducks sweat?
Do horses sweat? Wasn't that a Mythbusters thing? Yeah, I think I'd be able to. Do you think you'd be able to catch one, Louis?
Do ducks sweat?
Ducks have a corkscrew
not if it's
penis.
sweating.
I know that.
Yeah, we all know that.
Right, good.
Ducks do not have sweat glands. Ducks are mammals and they do not have sweat glands. They rely on their feathers to keep them cool in the summer months. So there we go. That's the answer to the humidity chat: is to lose your sweat glands
Get rid of them.
and to get feathers instead.
All over Botox. Just
Yeah.
a full
and
all over.
to get some feathers. I think it'd be
Get down on that.
tricky. I think you'd get one shot and then you'd have to wait a good amount of time
You reckon?
once you fail that first attempt.
I'm patient. I can sit and wait for the ducks to come back.
Okay. Kirsty,
Patience is on my side.
you've talked yourself into this.
Yeah, you're gonna be
This time next week,
Yeah, on
there has to be a duck.
There'll be a duck on each shoulder.
Glasgow news headlines.
Woman catches
Local
duck.
woman scares duck population.
Yeah, and just release it. Just let it go.
Do what you
That's
want.
very some.
You do what you want with it after you've caught it. Train it, eat it. I don't care. It's up to you.
Train it, cool. Eat it, nah. I don't think I'd like to catch a park duck to eat.
Okay.
Is
I
that?
don't know. I don't know what they've been eating. You know, I don't know
Right.
what things they're harboring.
I see what they
Also,
swim in.
wild birds at the moment not safe to be eaten.
No.
Really, are they from the flu?
Well, they're not eating slugs, so they've got that on.
Yeah, if you want to train it up,
Apparently, none of them are.
if
Yeah.
you want to train it up to eat your slugs, then
Get a runner duck. Actually, wow, wow, you could have duck eggs. You don't eat eggs. Sell them.
But you could have them.
yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
better to have and not need duck eggs.
I think I'd
The-
rather a duck than a chicken in the garden.
Yeah,
Well,
ducks are fun. Ducklings are quite cute. I think probably one of the cuter baby animals around, especially in the avian
Not
variety.
when they immediately come out of the egg, but they're all a bit weird when they immediately come out of the egg.
I think
Straight away, aren't they?
Most, yeah.
Every newborn thing is a bit like slimy.
yeah,
The wonder of birth.
yeah. You don't get
Slime.
many dry births.
Birth is 100% humid all the time.
There's a hot take for
And
you.
someone says you're not a doctor. Yes. Would you rather have a duck or a chicken as a pet? I feel like ducks are too intelligent. A chicken would be stupid enough to spend all its time with you and not know any better. A duck would crave freedom. A chicken would just be, yep, this is my life now. I live here.
I mean, I've seen the movie Chicken Run, so I don't know if that's true.
I've seen the movie Fly Away Home, so
right.
I don't think they would die. But I think chickens can fly a little bit, right?
They can like Well, just think of it like a jump.
Yeah.
They can like double jump.
They can soften their jumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When ducks can actually.
And also some ducks migrate as well. So
they can properly fly.
Some ducks can't fly though, like runner ducks. That's why you get runner ducks if you have a garden.
Oh, they're the like, yeah, right.
They just kind of like,
The real upright.
the ones
Yeah.
the ones that run.
yeah. They just, yeah.
Oh,
I think if the ducks wanted to stay, I'd like to have a duck.
okay.
There's a in the Sydney markets, some of the markets in Sydney, you can go and buy ducklings.
Oh, really?
Wow.
They just have a big cage of ducklings. Yeah.
Huh.
Don't know if you
Doesn't
need a
count.
license or anything.
It doesn't count
if you don't catch it.
Yeah. You can't book a flight to Sydney.
Might bring one back. Just let it fly next to the plane on the way home.
Speaking of, question 5. Question 5. So name the substance that makes up rhino horns, reptile claws, and turtle shells. So question 5. Name the substance that makes up rhino horns, reptile claws, and turtle shells. Answer percentage for this one, please. Yeah, finishing off on a sciencey note right there.
This has been a very sciencey podcast, I would say. We've, discussed things, given our findings, hypothesized.
Yeah. We've done we've done the legwork for a scientific paper. I just have
Certainly
to.
have.
If they accept it in
Pick up.
audio form, we can just submit this.
Yeah. We could get a grant to do some research somewhere.
Catch some ducks.
Yeah, some funding for duck catching.
See if ducks can prevent slugs and snails.
They would, actually. I think.
Would the ducks eat what was there?
I think so.
Oh, okay. So you need like a snake to get rid of the ducks. Answer percentage. We got something for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, turn. Okay, Kirsty, you can go first.
Keratin, 61%.
Keratin, 61. Scott,
Keratin, 80%.
80%. Right. Okay. Well, we can skip right to it. We can just say, first of all, there's your answer. Keratin.
Yes.
Good one. Good one, nature.
Well done, nature.
We'll get your guesses up there. An 80 and a 61.
I think it depends how lax people were being when they were marking this.
Go on.
Yeah.
Because I
elaborate.
remember getting a big range of answers.
Okay. It's contagious. Yeah.
That's all I've got.
Okay.
I can't think of other answers that would be sort of close enough to be an option. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like for people to be
Yeah.
like, that could also be correct. Because it's like it's the same with like fingernail stuff, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, is
And-
this your nose? No. Is that the same
No.
stuff? Cartilage.
Cartilage.
Yeah. Sorry. I was thinking of sharks.
Not my nose.
Sorry. I'm busy thinking
Well,
about
my
sharks.
nose is made of keratin. I don't know about yours.
Old rhino horn over there.
Yeah, I can't think of something. Yeah, that's almost it. That would either be an option to be correct for us to mark correct, or for people to be like, it's either this or this.
Yeah. Exactly. Cartilage would be wrong, but sciencey enough to think, well, I can put it down. I might
I
be
think
right.
I remember putting a lot of people have putting literally just like fingernails
Right.
and stuff.
That'd be weird.
And then coming up and being like, why didn't you mark that right? That is what it is. And I'd be like, well, it's not the substance though. That's just
Made of
Part of you.
fingernails.
Show me a rhino with
Fingernail horn.
fingernails.
Just one really thin horn. Yeah, so let's get the actual one for this one. So question 5, substance, rhino horns, blah, 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 keratin. The actual percentage came out at 76.3. So
Yes.
Scott is celebrating because he's closest. He's less than 4 away. Kirsty a little bit further away. But still, within good point territory here. The audience for this one, this could be make or break for this week's friendly match to see who is the victor. The audience for this one, they put 68.4. So it's pretty close.
Oh, oh.
Scott's closest.
Okay, thank you.
Scott's less than 4 away. The audience are about 8 away. And then slightly further away, Kirsty. So let's see how that looks points-wise. That's 3 points to Scott, 2 to the audience, and 1 to Kirsty for the final question there.
I think we're safe to say I'm in the bottom.
Well, maybe.
I think we're safe to
We'll
say.
find out. I feel good about that.
You need to get your eye in over several weeks. It's maybe a bit rude just to invite you on every 4 or 5 episodes.
You know what, I'm okay to be the punching bag for it. It's fine. I'll
Okay.
be the.
Oh,
You
come
can
on now,
you
that's
can
not
take
what
part
it
in the
is.
forum. You can go back, take part separately for next week and see how you get
Yeah.
on. You know,
Yeah, although it didn't work out very well last time I did that either. I think I made my position much worse in the overall league standard by doing that.
Well, that's why we have burner weeks like this.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
But
Burner weeks where you get spot on the correct answer for one of them.
that was
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, if that's
colourly
double
impressed.
points, I don't want to give too much away. If that was double points, you still wouldn't have won. It would have been good though. It would have been exciting, wouldn't it? Think of
Yeah,
think
you
of
know
it
what? It would have been.
if I'd said double points. We can add that in for the wish list for the.
Okay.
That can be like the Champions League version of this. Anyway,
yeah.
final
league
standings.
point 2.
We've got the prediction to go through too. So
League
prediction
of Legends, if
wise,
you will.
in the chat for people that have taken part in Twitch, they predicted who they thought was going to win. Scott was the big favourite, then Kirsty, and then not many people went for the audience. for this one.
I think I put 10 beans by accident on the audience.
Yeah. I think so. Quiz host Kirsty,
Only put 10 in.
vote,
I meant to put more in.
vote with 10 channel beans. So in third place, a bronze medal on 8 points. We've got Kirsty. So well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Bronze is my favourite
Second
colour.
You
place.
can put it in front of your garden. Oh no, that's copper.
Yeah. Second place on 10 points. We've got the audience.
Those are
And-
10 beans lost to the wind.
Winning on 12 points. It is the current champion, again showing his form is sky high. 12 points. This week's winner is Scott. So well done.
Yay!
Hey.
Excellent. Happy with that.
So there we go. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Good.
Great.
That's good. It's always good to have a friendly match, just to make sure all the parts are working
Yeah.
properly. So
Yeah, to get it in there.
thank you for the faith, everyone.
I can send you the picture if you want to see how the league would have looked, or you just want to chat through it.
Yeah, we can do that after.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, someone did very well, and it's not one of you two.
Oh,
Oh.
A lot of people did a lot better than you two
Ow.
in the audience.
okay. We didn't have to mention that.
Yeah, we can discuss that post stream. But that's the end of the podcast. That could be the last time I say podcast. Who knows? Who
never
knows? Yeah, that's the end of the podcast. So, first of all, thank you for taking part, everyone. Taking part, live, post live. Taking part in whatever forum you've taken part. Just shouting out answers in the bus, however you chose to do it. But I'll say thank you to Scott.
Hey, thanks. Goodbye.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you, Kirsty.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, you can find out more stuff online. You can go to any of our quizzes, and then your performance at those quizzes will feed back into this. So it's a big ecosystem of trivia. That's what it is. It's a big rainforest we
Big
have
wet.
here. It's a big moist
Big moist.
rainforest.
Good 97% humidity rainforest.
And it all feeds back in. So you can go to one of our quizzes, you can take part, you can see the questions, the answers, you can see how hard things are, and compete. And then you can come back on the Friday, take part in this, or take part after the episodes came out on the Monday. all this interesting stuff. So thank you, everyone. Find out more online. Goose's Quizzes, Facebook, Instagram. That's all we really use. But here on Twitch as well, or on whatever podcast platform you're on. Don't forget to subscribe, rate. I think you can rate things now on Spotify. Share it around a bit. Who knows? That's up to you. No pressure. Some pressure. But that's the end of that. So we'll say goodbye. I'll get everyone to wave, and we'll all say bye at the same time. So 3, 2, 1, bye.
Bye.
Bye.